Right, we're gonna have to come home.
Oh, I've got to go. Coolant temperature too high, I've got to stop.
Do you ever have one of those days where you had all these good intentions and you head out to the yard and you're feeling positive and you're feeling good, and you hop on the first horse and things don't go quite how you planned, but it's okay? And then you get on the next one and things go even more not how you planned, and you start to feel more and more deflated. And I don't know, it depends how many horses you have to ride, but for me, yesterday, every one I got on, it just got worse and worse and worse, and I felt more and more deflated, and I tried so hard to remain positive and fight those negative feelings away, and I just felt exhausted at the end of the day. And then I started to look towards today, and I knew I was competing, and I just started to dread it, and I was like, oh, I don't know if I really want to go, because what if it's the same as it was yesterday? And you start to build this, you start to build what's going to happen in your head before it even does, and it's not even a good thing. You're building it in a negative way because you've had one dodgy day. So you wake up in the morning and you're desperately trying to be positive, and you keep telling yourself, come on, don't think negatively, don't do those annoying little things that you do that may irritate you. For example, mine is feeling frustrated and not using my body to the best of its ability when I'm riding because of the frustration. And you tell yourself to not feel those emotions, and you have to be better, and you can do better, and you shouldn't feel like that, and you must do this. And the problem is, by trying to fight those feelings, you actually open the door to them even more. By talking about them, you start to think about them more, which in essence makes you feel them more. And in feeling ashamed about things that are just human nature, you start to add to the snowball of negativity. So then you come to the choice. You can either carry on this self-fulfilling prophecy and have another rubbish day, and then again another rubbish day, and again until you do snap out of it. Or you can take a step back and just assess yourself. I recently read something in a book that said, it's not temptation that's bad, but the sin itself. So basically what it's saying is, the feelings you get are not what's wrong, it's how you act towards them. So don't feel that you failed if you feel those negative feelings. It's more about the choice you make once you have those feelings. And I think a lot of the time you can try and push those feelings to the back of your head and try and avoid them. And the problem with this is, they are who you are, they are part of your character. So if you try and push it away, or you feel ashamed about it, it actually adds to the force of bringing them out. So for example, mine is feeling frustrated when I ride, when it's not going right. And if I feel those feelings come and I start panicking and I start going, oh no, I don't want those feelings, I start pushing them to the back of my head, I start to feel more tense and more frustrated and more worried and more rubbish about myself. Whereas if I say, okay, here it comes, it's fine, accept it, let it wash over me, it's part of who I am, don't run from it, they then disappear and they then lose their fuel. So I think it's important to not feel ashamed about certain sides of your character and certain emotions you feel, because the more you feel ashamed about it, the more energy you give them. So here I am, another day. I've got horses to ride, I've got a show to go to, and I've had to make the choice that if I do feel frustrated, that I'm not going to feel ashamed for that. I'm going to allow it to wash over me, and then I'm just going to not let it consume me. I'm going to keep thinking about that I have a choice. Now this doesn't mean that you just allow yourself to think negative thoughts all day, but I also think you've got to not put a pressure on yourself that if you feel a certain emotion, because again, trying to push that down can make it worse. little one.
I've got something to show you. Oh, Doctor.
What? Oh.
Oh, it was really cute.
Hello, sausage.
Maybe later.
Laura, tell everyone what Dexter's done to Puff.
Puff has been ousted.
Dexter, I stole Puff's stable.
Yeah, I was sad.
Yeah,
My new stable.
because I'm a boat. I didn't like my new stable.
So Puff has to go there instead.
Oh. Have you ever done your safeguarding? Have you ever done your safeguarding?
I need to do it, I think. Where are you going?
I don't know yet. Mum's starting teaching everyone. Watch out. She's gonna portion the sass out.
It's not for the faint-hearted.
It's not for the faint-hearted, I'll tell you that. There's no food anywhere. Where's all the food? He says. Whoa, Wilf. That was very close. Where's all the food? He says. Mum, where's the food? There's no. Is that food? Oh, this is a disaster. Any up there? Nope, nothing. Oh, he says I refuse to go to school. I was going to ask Mum to help me today. One, because I had a tricky day with her yesterday. Oh, hello. Sabby. I had a tricky day with her yesterday, and that makes me really sad. That's one of the things that added to my sadness. So I really wanted to like refresh it and try again and try and sort myself out again, but she's riding, which is irritating. So it might be the show that's the place where I have to test it, which is, there's like a pig's on the window, which is well, we'll see, won't we? It's all good. It's all good. Remaining positive. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I can't believe you guys still haven't seen Will Swans, because he can do 15 now. And I still haven't got them on camera, which is so sad, but that's what we're doing today. But I've got no one to film it, so I'll let you know how it goes. That's what I thought the pig was, everyone. That thing. What is that? I've got to plait you up now, Eagle. Have a little nibble. So good. It's time to get dressed and tell you guys something. So update on riding. Wilf was a bit tired today and I planned on doing his ones, so working towards it we ended up just doing like pairs of twos, and I know you can do like 15 together, but there's no point if you don't feel like they're straight and through enough to keep like hounding at it, because he gets tighter and tighter. So I just worked on getting him like really straight, really through, just for those changes and just improving the changes generally. I did have a moment where I was like, oh, because Wilf did a poo on the track, and then I hit it a little bit, and she just went really, really angry, which is understandable because it just trashes the arena. And then normally that would like set me off being like really negative if Mum like shouts at me, but I was like, accepted it, and I was like, yeah, it was my fault, let it wash over me. So I'm really happy I did that, which is cool. And then, yeah, just when I was riding him, there were just parts where I was like, why do I feel so like, kind of like in a cloud at the moment? Like I feel like everything's a bit grey, kind of like the weather. And I was just like, no, I was like, don't think like that, because you're just making it worse. So I was like, just ride the best you can the situation you've got today. And then we got there and we got what I wanted, and it was good. And then I got some really bad news, which I'm not going to tell you what it is because I don't really want to. But it was really sad and it's massively disappointing. The reason I'm not going to tell you is because I didn't tell you what it was originally, because I wanted it all to be like sorted. But it's, yeah, massively disappointing, but nobody's fault. One of those things. But I'd really got my hopes up about it. So I'm trying not to think about it too much at the moment, because I've got a competition. I want to just get that done and then I'll mope about it for a day and then get over it. But at the moment I just want to give all my energy to Eagle. So how am I prepping myself going into this show? I'm just going to go there and just be grateful for everything. So I'm going to be grateful for how far he's come, because he's made a massive leap forwards in the last 6 months, and it can be very easy to go, well, he's not where I want him to be, but also like he's so much better than he was. So let's just be grateful for that. Let's be grateful that I can afford to go out and compete, and I've got this opportunity because I've just done a video called for the FEI called Do You Need to Be Rich to Ride, and I've spoken to loads of people, and one lady I spoke to was Steph Croxford, and she is just such an inspiration. So if you don't know who she is, go check her out because she's amazing. She's trained 3 cart horses now to Grand Prix, and she was just saying like, I just can't afford to compete sometimes. And I'm like, right, Olivia, you little brat, there you are going like, oh, I missed my change, when there are people who can't afford to go out and compete. So count yourself lucky that you get the chances to go out. So that's what we're remembering today, folks. Gratitude, gratitude. And I've got my protein shake. So I'm gonna have that before I ride. I normally just do it for the gym, but because I'm competing, I just want a little bit of extra boost because I'm feeling a little bit tired. But that's about it. Let's go, because I'm actually late. Mum hates when I have to vlog these bits.
Can you tell him I need...
He's gone, Mum.
I should have gone back. Right now I need looking up at
671180. There will be no show today, everybody. We've broken down. The drama.
Hello, Alan. All the engine warning signs have come
on red.
We've broken down. It's saying water coolant.
Let me just jump up. Sorry, 2 seconds.
I don't know.
So what's the warning signs that come in? Firstly, it was the alternator warning came on. Then it said engine what?
Yeah. The alternator, then the engine power came up.
Then the engine power came up.
Then it came up water coolant.
Then it said water coolant stop. And it's got coolant in it. Are they on amber or are they on red?
They're on red.
They're on red. Can I borrow your phone? I just need to find our location. Oh, hold on.
Okay.
Let me just...
Okay, thanks.
I need to find our location.
Thanks.
2 seconds. So they're coming out in 60 to 90 minutes. How annoying. I've just decided what I'm going to call this video. I had a breakdown. That's clickbait at its best, isn't it? I know what you're all thinking. No, my lorry broke down, not me. Hello! Abby's dad is here to see if he can save the day. Kat, you should introduce yourself now, we got the time.
Say what?
You should introduce yourself now, we've got the time.
Oh, how exciting.
Hi, my name's Kat.
My name is Kat and I love ponies.
And I love ponies so much. Not lorries, but ponies.
Love lorries, love a pony.
I can't believe I haven't got you in the vlogs yet. It's because I went to
I'm
Australia.
avoiding them. I'm a bit like...
Oh really? Do you not like it?
First thing in the morning when you're mucking out and I'm in my joggers and it's a bit like...
Oh yeah. You wait. Rang them and told them it was a fan belt because that's what Alan found out. And I rang them and I was like, can you bring a fan belt? They were like, we need to come and assess it and then we'll source it. And I'm like, but you know what it is. Look at him watching the road. He's watching, waiting for the rescue. Help me. We're gonna go hang grazing because Eagle's getting really bored. And they're gonna be another hour till they come pick him up. Eagle just knocked me over. It's going well. It's going well. A horse box just went past and waved. So Mum thought it was coming to get us. They were just waving. Eagle! Oh, Dad, Laura!
I didn't get to go over to show.
Laura, I needed a wee too. Oh, this is not fair. So I just had some lunch and the video I was waiting for just got sent through, so I just started editing that video for the FEI a little bit. Got carried away. Only carried away for 10 minutes. But anyway, I'm gonna go and ride Joey, Molly and Eagle. Now, I've got no one to film it though, so this is gonna be the weirdest vlog ever. I need a wee first. I'm not gonna take you with me, obviously. Sausage face! I'm a dodged face, huh? Yad. Oh yeah, it is a bit tight. But it's cozy, the side of my face is warm.
Violet breeze. Violet.
Oh! Oh, hello! Hello! The wondrous return! So I feel like I've been taking life with Joey a little bit too seriously recently, getting a bit upset that he's not, you know, the same progression as Molly. Thing is, it's a different horse. So anyway, I've been just taking it all a little bit seriously, and I feel like, you know, I've rubbed off on him a bit, you know, all that seriousness. So anyway, I'm just gonna have some fun with him. Literally just like fly around, play with him. Just gonna play with him. Because I feel like that's just what it's about sometimes with the youngsters. Just having fun. So there's some poles out, so I'll just fly around over there. I'm not even gonna worry about being on the bit that much, or like having bend around the inside leg. Are we, Joe? No, he says. It's a home clothes day at school. A movie and biscuit day at school. That's what it is, huh, Joe? I'm gonna put the camera over here and just film. Oh, we've warmed up, by the way.
You're like a circle that floats around me, keeping me safe and sound. And when I fall, you tied a rope to me. You're blessing me every day. I was down with an illusion, like a sparrow with broken wings. But now I shine with your reflection on me. I'm getting back up on my feet. That you showed You showed me how to spread my wings. Yes, I'm the winner of the day. Yes, I'm the winner, yeah. 'Cause I'm the winner, yes.
You tired? We had fun, didn't we, Joey? I'm trying to not be a perfectionist and just trying to get over myself basically with it. I really want a lesson on Joey. The reason I feel like I've been getting serious because I just don't feel like I know what I'm doing. With him, I'm really struggling to know the best way to go about. Like Molly, I feel like I know. The others, I feel like I know what I'm doing. But him, I'm like, no idea. No clue. And I feel like if I was watching myself in the ground, I'd know, but like obviously I'm on top, so I can't see. And my trainer's got the flu at the moment, so I haven't been able to have a lesson, and I don't have lessons with her as regularly as I'd like to, but just busyness. So I'm feeling a little bit stuck, aren't we? And we've got a show soon, maybe that's what's doing it. We've got our first novice, and I can't keep him on the bit. Hello! So this one's a whole different ball game. I won't be holding a camera or setting a camera up on this one. Just nothing's going right today. And then Molly started head shaking randomly. He's never done that in his life. And then he worked through it, and I just gave him a walk and then sorted his mane out with his ears, and then he was fine. But you know, he's just like, I just feel so, I just want to cry. I just want to cry. You know when you're like trying your hardest for just something to go right and to like be positive. I'm really trying. So tiring though. So I pulled myself together and I started riding Eagle, and I was feeling super positive, and I knew what I was gonna do, and I was like, yes, we're gonna have a good last ride. And he must have banged himself in the lorry because he's not quite right. So I had to stop.
To the rhythm of the violent breeze.
We're gonna go and pick Mum up from Eagles. And then I'm gonna come home and I need to finish the FEI video because they messaged me asking if it was ready. So I wasn't gonna go to the gym, but I've been every day this week. So I'm not going to go. I just want to eat a load of cake. What is it about getting emotional and wanting to eat food? I feel like this is just, we're just gonna have to put this week, or yesterday and today, just to accept it. Actually, on reflection, I haven't got frustrated all day. I mean, I've had upset moments, but I haven't let it define the rides. So that's a positive, right? I mean, I rode to the best of my ability on all the horses. That's a positive. Just because the day didn't go well doesn't mean that I didn't try my best. Right? Yeah. So I just went onto our home computer to dig up some footage of the young horses to put in this video. And I found the video I was looking for, I'll show you that. But I also found a video when I did a product review. So it's so funny, these videos are only from 2 years ago and I am so different in front of camera. I'll show you the product review one because it's hilarious. I've got eyeshadow on. Why have I got eyeshadow? Okay, so this is the young horses. That's Joey, by the way. That's Jaffa in the back, and I think that's Molly. Oh, and it's a baby Barbie. Oh, so tiny. Oh, Jaffy. This is when I used to be really artsy with filming. Oh, and it's a baby Molly. Oh. This is a photo I took on the most beautiful frosty day. So that's Jaffa, Daisy, bearing in mind Daisy's 14 hands, so look at that. And that's Paris, which is Molly's mummy. Okay, and here comes the best bit. So I saved the best to last. Well, this is the one I like the most. This beautiful number. Look at it, it's so lovely. For one, like, before I even had it, I knew that I'd like it because I love numbers when they've got the squares in the corners. I think it looks a lot. For one, at this point, I did not understand about wind and cameras. That's what that is. And also, why do I sound so like telephone voice?